Hello, everyone. Hello, those joining us today now live in our monthly event. I love being a coach, so what? The name implies that we all love to be coaches, but there's a lot of issues, situations, topics which are related to this profession. And today we are covering one such topic. It's transition from your salaried, stable, let's say stable career to the coaching profession. And joining us is Gediminas Migonis. Uh, Let me disclose fully, Gediminas finished the same school I have finished, and he is 1 year senior to me, coaching related issues. So I'm very glad that you are joining us today. And colleagues who are here live with us, please use the chat freely. We will be seeing what questions do you have for us, questions do you have for Gediminas and his particular life story. During the discussions, I will invite you to voice your questions, or if it's not possible for you, I will read them aloud and ask Gediminas to answer. Because we have a prepared script, as always, we have prepared questions, but your questions, participants' questions, are much more revealing, creating more insights because they are what pains you actually right now or what interests you right now. So without further ado, Gediminas, you are executive coach right now for a couple of years ago already. You went from successful corporate career, but you didn't stop at ICF coaching certification. You went for more. You went for additional certification for executive coaching. So could you please tell us a little bit about yourself, about your coaching journey? How did you come here to this moment?
So, first of all, hello to everyone. I'm glad to be here. And maybe first of all, I want to thanks to say a big thanks for a couple of things. The first is that previous event was rescheduled because of due to my family circumstances, and I hope that you spent that planned hour very, very good, very nice. And the second thing that I want to thank is about to be here in this community, in this huge community. As Rimeda says, we are colleagues, and I see more colleagues from the same school, so I'm glad to see them too. And back to your question, yes, my coaching journey, as I think, started about 2 years on the 1st of July, because the 1st of July was the last day in my corporate company, in which I worked about 11 years in a row, and it was a little bit challenging to know that the 2nd of July you wake up and you don't have to get to the job. But talking about my coaching practices, yes, I finished ACC in the coaching school, and before getting an ACC, I started to learn about executive coaching, especially with Marshall Goldsmith. Maybe you know that name. He's one of the greatest executive coach in the world, and he has a stakeholder-centered coaching program. It's quite a unique program because it allows to achieve measurable results for leaders. So in today's world, when companies are calculating ROI or investments to the coaching, it's very important to measure the process and the progress. And last 2 years, all my attention is in coaching business to help leaders to help them to be better, first of all, human, and then to be better leaders for their teams, for their companies, for their stakeholders. I don't know, but Emiras, maybe you have some questions more about what I could say.
Course. Always, Gediminas. I know you mentioned the education you went through, the company you worked in, but usually many professionals feel that tension between stability, and I'm using that stability in quotation marks a little bit because right now I understand that each corporate position is not so stable. It seems so. But it seems that it's stable, you get your salary. But in your coaching practice, when you leave stable positions, you have autonomy, you have freedom. But looking back at that moment when you made your decision, it's time to do my own thing. What was the, mindset change, or what was that important part, important component which you had to find for yourself to make this decision? I'm moving from corporate to my own practice.
As it began with a question about tension, so yes, it was a lot of tension at that moment because I have about 20 years in a row when I know that every month I will get a salary, and suddenly it disappears. So it will be the first tension. The second tension, as a man, I am responsible for my family, for my household. It's the second tension. But how to say, in the beginning of the school, I just wanted to learn coaching to be a better leader, a better mentor. But in the middle of school, I understand that coaching is the best way how I can help other leaders to be better, because I was in that pain when after a successful career in a specialist role, I was promoted to the manager, but a couple of years in the manager role, I was demoted back to the specialist because I didn't even know how to properly manage my team. I think I have a lot of fears, limited beliefs, and it was quite challenging to get back to a specialist role. And in that days, I said really no for leading teams, no more. That's it. I said that's it. But deep inside, I felt that maybe there is something that I didn't do correctly when I was in my lead position. And yes, I understand that leadership is like a thing, but full of some competence. And when you develop that competences, you could get better results with your team, better engagement, better responsibility, and so on. And I understand in the coaching school that this is the best way to help other leaders who I think also have the same difficulties, the same struggles, the same challenges in their leadership path. And it's one thing. And another shift, I think that I really understand that I don't want any more work in corporate life. Because I saw other coaches which were successful. I saw how we made that transition. I saw what earnings we get. I saw what clients we get. And I deeply inside believe that I can do the same. And but I understand that I understand that it's a long way because that person who stood in front of me, my coaching teacher, he is in coaching business about 20 years, and he reached that level. So I understand that I also need that. I have to also understand that this position, with this coaching business, that as a coaching specialist, I do not get results in the first 3, 4, or 5 months. It's not a sprint. It's more like a marathon. In that marathon, you have to do some correct things that you could be successful. So I think it's two mind shifts. It's first intentions. First of all, that you don't get any salary. You are on your own. It was very difficult for me, but also it pushes me to do things what I need to do to get what I want.
But Gediminas, there is always a couple of ways to do that, and one which we see in coaching practice quite often is that people stay in their salaried position, get their certification, and find the ways to do coaching, to be coaches in the organization inside of it, or build a little bit side business, let's say, and
Side hustle.
side activity, side hustle, yes, let's call it that. So why didn't you go that way? It seems a little bit like safer path or safer choice.
I think I will recommend if I will ask if I will be asked what to do, I will recommend try to mix these things. For me, it was a situation when my company also understand that I'm doing more and more coaching, and I am more and more in the coaching, but less and less in the company. So it comes one day when I have to choose what I want to do. I want to make a coaching, or I have to work with my company because I have had sessions in my work time. I had sessions in my after work. But when you have sessions after work, you spend less time with your family. And for me, family is one of my core values. And I don't want to take away time from my family because to get another X, I don't know, $100.
Yeah.
It is very important for me. But so I understand that I have to choose. And I choose to try coaching as my only job. I don't know if our job is the correct word, but I think that I need activity, and at the moment I think it is more like a lifestyle.
Sure. Gediminas, that moment, that part of the transition, it's always a little bit difficult, and I see that it is difficult to talk about it, of course. But we have, 2 or almost 3 years past that moment. And I remember in our coaching business mentorship group in Lithuania here, you came with problem to the group, to the mentor. I have a problem. Let's help me solve it. Yes. I have no time for new clients. It was interesting problem to have, yes, because usually in those kinds of mentorship, you know where to find new clients and such, and you came with a problem. Let's analyze what to do when I have no time in the calendar for new clients.
Yes.
And you mentioned that it's already full for 6 months ahead. So maybe a little bit of insight into that. During those 2 or almost 3 years from the salaried position to the current coaching, how is this possible to have a sold out calendar for 6 months ahead already?
Let's say that those 2 years split in some parts. So first of all, when I finish my coaching school, when I get the ACC, it was about 3-4 months when I started doing anything. Usually, I saw what other coaches are doing, and I tried to copy them. But I didn't realize that what we are doing is just a little part of a whole system. And I was very disappointed when I was doing what we are doing, it wouldn't work for me. It wouldn't work for me. But it works for others, and it won't work for me. So, and I heard from my coaching teacher, also from your from Povilas in Lithuania, that he is started to organize a mentorship program for coaches. And I heard it in his podcast, I think he mentioned about it. And immediately after that podcast, I wrote them a message and I say, Povilas, look, I will collect, I don't know, 10 or 15 people of coaches in the group, but please be our mentor. It took about 1 or 2 months when we gathered the whole group and we started. And after, when we started the mentorship program, when we started that group, it passes about maybe more 4 or 5 months when we are doing those, when we did those correct actions, correct system, then I started to get clients. First of all, 1, then 2, then I see that the whole company come to me with 5 managers. And suddenly I understand that I have no time more for the new clients because my sessions days are full. So I raise my prices, but it's also I get new clients, and I understand that I have something changed in my system, but because if it will go in that way more, I will be burnout. I will have burnout. So what I do group coaching. But answering, it's like a short story, but answering for your question, the main thing that helped me is that I didn't go in that way alone. So if you passes the school, you get your ACC, and if you're thinking that you could do it on your own, you could, but it will take very long time, because due to the mistakes you won't avoid in that path. I know it because I did that those mistakes too. I know, especially when I reflect what happened about 2 years ago. I know what these exact mistakes I did, and I see what new coaches who finishes school are doing at the moment. So the biggest thing, the main thing, the huge thing is I think that you don't even have to finish your school. In the end of your finishing school, find a mentor or a mentorship program where you can learn how to do business coaching, because it's very important. And when you get the system, you get the clients, and when you will see that you have a queue until your front door, and when you get sold out for 1 month, for 2 months, for 3 months, for 6 months, maybe for 12 months, it is possible. But you have to do right things in the right way.
Yeah. Did you know how to do right things in the right way from the start?
I think maybe you could guess what is right thing. I think that a lot of us, I mean, coaches are doing right things. But one of other big thing it is consistency. If you do the right thing, I don't know, for 1 month, but you need for do it for I don't know 4 months, and you did for 1 month, and you don't get any results, and you say, bad market, client doesn't have money, coaching, I don't know, isn't for me. You have to understand, and it's one of your mindset that consistency is the key for here. And I think in every business, consistency is the key.
Okay, clear. And Vaida has a good remark for you. It's she likes your thinking and being proactive, because when you didn't find the support you needed, yes, the tribe you needed, you just created it. So that proactivity is also telling something about you and about where you were at that moment after leaving your salaried work. But looking a little bit back into that moment, into that time, you know, a lot of coaches right now, especially in education part, or thinking about this, okay, I'm now in the work, but I will be a coach and I'm leaving work. I'm doing this solo thing, you know. But in your opinion, what is the biggest misconception people have when moving from corporate to coaching? You know, what is the not correct thinking?
I think that, as I said, is that expecting that you get sold out or good results in a couple of first months. So you have to understand that it's not a sprint that you go do, and you have a result. For me, it took 1.5 years to get here where I am now. Second, I think that you can do it by your own. I mean, you not have you you are not, I don't know, such a community. If you're not have any support around you, coaching business is very lonely. And if you have any supporters, it's quite bad, because after mistakes, after losses, and if you don't get any supports or let's say some motivation, it's hard. It's hard to be here. It's hard to be here. And another thing, when you are in community, you can see another coach's wins. It very motivates. No, you know, Rimbidas, we are in another community, mentorship community, and we share our wins. And after some of us share our wins, another say, "Oh yeah, I wanted to." The boost is going up. So, but if you are alone, you don't know what is going around you.
So if I hear
I
you
think
correctly,
those two.
yeah. Okay, but if I hear you correctly, you know, it sounds like it is a mistake to move away from salaried positions without some preparation, without some, you know, readiness. What would you do differently if you have to do this again, you know? What would you prepare ahead of time?
I think you have to calculate your finances. Because that period for some coaches is 1 year, for some coaches is 6 months, for some coaches I don't know, it's 1.5 years. when you get stable earnings from a coaching business. So one of the things I think that I will do, I would do differently. It's my finance to balance for longer period. So let's say for 1 year, a minimum for 1 year. Our mentor says that it's at least 9 months, but I feel that it's more like 12 months. This one and another one, be sure, I said a couple of times, but you have to know what exactly you should do when you leave your corporate life.
Mm.
I mean, what actions, what things you have to do, you could succeed. If you just leave your job and, oh, let's see what I can do.
Mhm.
That's my way.
That was your way, yes?
Yeah, it was my way because I was salesman. I was a salesman about 15 years. So I believe, oh, okay, I know how to sell. And hello, my friend.
Wasn't
When
so
I wrote a lot of companies, I wrote a lot of colleagues, previous partners, and I believe, oh, I know how to sell. Coaching is the best way to have a better results. And they say, okay, thank you for your proposal, but no.
Mm.
And and again, it's a system.
Yeah.
First of all, you have to maintain a rapport with them to get a pitch or proposal. So you have to know what exactly you should do when you leave your company, and when you know those things, there will be more tension in your shoulders. Because when you know what to do, you're going to do, you do it consistently, you get a result.
Mhm.
But when you go to, and I will see, oh, maybe I will succeed. Tricky part, tricky part.
Yeah, Gediminas, you mentioned a couple of times the mentorship, and it seems that kind of you have to have this set up before even leaving the corporate life.
Mhm.
The tribe, the mentor, the systems, it would be easier to transition.
A lot of easier.
Yeah, yeah. But we have a question from Simona regarding the mentorship and what you're getting from mentor. But Simona, maybe you are able to turn on your mic and camera, so we have a little bit small discussion here also. If not, I will voice your question, but just checking, maybe you can join us. Hi, Simona.
We cannot hear you, Simona, you're muted.
Okay, it seems it doesn't work. Okay, we tried. Thank you, Simon, for the question. And Simon is asking, can you be more specific about what kind of support did you get from the mentor? And also, just to cover a little bit a mentorship relationship, mentor group, what you get from that and what we are doing there.
I think that the best thing that you get the whole system from how to attract clients to maintain clients. And there are a lot of, if you draw a line that's from attract to the maintain clients, there are a lot of specific actions what you have to do in that line.
Mm.
And if you don't know how to do and what to do, it is very difficult to be successful. So you just get from a mentor answers what to do in specific time, in specific area, without without fear that you will be failed. Because mentor who are mentoring us, he also went the whole path, and he knows exactly what is working and what is not. So he tells us what exactly is working and what we have to do.
So, but we are talking about not coaching mentor. We are talking not professional coaching mentor, but about business mentor. Business.
Yes.
What to do in that scope of business? Yes, and Mona, I see you rejoined us. Yeah, so maybe you can add.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I lost the connection. Yeah, so my question is exactly as you wrap it up now. It's not mentor about coaching, it's mentorship about establishing business as a coach, right? If I understood it correctly.
Yes.
Because I think this is something that coaches, as you said, yeah, we are certified, we are passionate to help, but we don't know how to run the business, right? So this is completely different area. I mean, I have some experiences there, but still, it's a lonely road, I would say, right? You are all alone there. Even if you have experience, it's difficult to do things for yourself, right? Sometimes it's easier to tell somebody else what to do. And absolutely, also accountability, I think it matters. This was my question. Yeah, you were meaning more about business mentorship, right? How to establish a business as a coach.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so that was okay. I just wanted to clarify.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us. Gediminas, building a little bit on this point, on the mentorship part. It's not that you have one mentor, business coach mentor, and you're working only with him. You are working in the group. As you mentioned yourself, you govern the group.
Yes.
What is the role of of group of people, of community on this path? How does it help to be in one?
First of all, knowing that you're not alone. Then we are a group of people. We bring a lot of challenges, and then we get answers to those challenges, even that you don't need those answers at the moment, but you understand how you can use those answers further in your coaching activities. The second thing is accountability. Even that we have some challenges, 90 days challenges, and when you call your partner every 3 times in a week, and you say what I am doing, what I would do today, and then in the evening you call back and say what's happening, it forces you to do things where you maybe some be lazy, I don't know how to do, but when you have accountability, all those disappears and you just go straight and do what you need to do. One thing, and another thing is about the wins. When you see other wins, you understand that you could achieve it also. So community is very important, and as I know, in this coach hub for coaches is also a module where you can join and learn how to do coaching business. I think that this is one of the strengths of this community, that it is a possibility to gather you all around and talk about your challenges, and when your mentors supports you how to do correct things, it's very, very, very helpful for you. It's the same as in just coaching sessions when you have mentorship. When you have a group mentorship, you understand how you could learn from others. It's the same in here. When you have a group of people, you could learn things from others.
Here, indeed, community, mentorship, all the help. It is help. It helps, yes, in this journey. Yeah.
Because it, as Simona says, and as I said, it's a lonely way, only path. And if you choose to go it alone, I don't know a lot of successful coaches who are going alone and are successful.
Yeah, indeed, it is so. Colleagues joining us, we still have some time, so feel free to ask your questions, just to look for those insights you are interested in and came here to hear. Those watching us on YouTube, traditional ask, like, subscribe to the channel, share the information, because every video, every recording on our YouTube channel is something about coaching. The value is there, share it, because everyone will be, more successful in the coaching, so helping more people to achieve their goals and reach their full potential. Getting back to your journey, Gediminas, and looking from start to current moment to field practice for 6 months, you mentioned couple of things which have to happen, which you have to have, community and mentorship support, some financial backbone or reserve for that year or something like that. But if you take this step back and see all the path, what would you add more to it? What would be the happy path from the leaving corporate to sold out my calendar,
From my perspective, I think it will be more dedicated time because about more than a year in a family we have a little baby. So I just working about 50% of my capability. So that I think that it dedicate more time, but as I mentioned, family is one of my core values. So I can't exchange, let's say, family for coaching. But another thing that I think it is more important, and I realized later than I need to realize, is to have your own coaching specialist. Because it is interesting part here. When you are in coaching business mentorship program, you get action what you have to do. But sometimes in your head comes limiting beliefs about those actions. And in a mentorship, you are not working about those beliefs. So you have to sometimes walk for yourself through those beliefs in your coaching sessions. Because you get answers, what you have to do, and you say, oh, I don't know, I have fear, whatever will think about it, and so on and so on. And those beliefs will are stopping you from doing what you need to do. Because system is very simple. You have to do some simple steps, some very simple steps. But if you have some limiting beliefs, if you have some fears, you won't start any actions. And coaching session is the way how to solve it. So I think that I would have more coaching sessions for myself, for my limiting beliefs.
Understood. And I hear you. It's indeed in the mentorship setting, it's not that mentor is coaching you on the spot. He gives his own story, his own success story, And for example, if he says that I posted once a day for a month and only then the result came, and maybe you should do it also, and you can't post somehow, you are afraid that you will be judged, or you are afraid you don't know what happens, yes, and you can't post. So this part you are taking not to your mentor, coaching business mentor, yes, this part you are taking to your coach.
Yes, as no, but as our mentor sometimes uses coach approach.
Sometimes.
Sometimes in the mentorships, I think we are a little bit happy here that we have such a ability. But as I know in the others mentorship programs, that is just the actions what you have to do, accountability, and you are doing. But in that way, raises a lot of beliefs, a lot of fears, and mentor. If he isn't a coaching specialist, he wouldn't help you. He just say what you have to do.
Mm.
Yeah, so especially if a mentor is working with your actions, but not with your mind.
Yeah.
If your mentor working alongside with your actions and with your mindset, wow, it's okay. So if you find a mentor who's also a coaching specialist and he helps you in the mind side and in the action side, well, results would be no, Merimedas. We are in the same mentorship program, and this community is born because I feel of that mentorship.
Yes, indeed. It was how the idea was conceived during one of the mentorship sessions in our group. So sure. And Gediminas, I saw Simona has another question, and very good to that because it's concerning that safety feeling before leaving the corporate. Simona, would you like to join us again, or should I voice it?
Yeah, I can ask directly, no problem.
Sure.
My question would be that, when do you feel really safe to leave the business, the corporate business, the current business? For example, are the number of customers that you're getting, clients, booked calendar for next, I don't know how many months? Because there is a level of, huge uncertainty for your own business, right? Because you constantly have to work hard to put yourself out there to get clients. So can you maybe elaborate a little bit on that? Because I'm currently exactly on the same position. I'm in corporate business. I had my own business before, so I know what it takes and what it means. And I want to do it right in the second time, right? So it's not that it didn't go well, it went really well, but then, some life happens, which always is happening. And I took back my corporate job, not the same one, different one, but still there is my passion to be to own my own business and my coaching business. And there's always a lot of things that you don't know, right? Level of income per month, how you can nobody can really guarantee you. It's when you're in regular job, you at least know something will come on your account every month, even if you're not satisfied with it, but there's a level of certainty. So how did you deal with that? Or what would be your advice here? I know it's quite subjective question. I know some people would feel safe already with certain level of income, maybe others not, but just maybe I would be interested to hear your opinion on that. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Simona. Thank you.
Thank you, Simon. I think that for me, it's two ways. One way is to, if possible, to allocate at least 9 months your spendings. It's, I mean, about finance, and have that deposit in your bank account and you have when a period when you can work on your coaching business and get clients one way, just to allocate some finance deposit, and another way if do it step by step. First, find your first client, then find your second client, and when you, I don't know, get 5 or 6 clients, when you earn about 50% of your incomes that you get from your corporate, then I will think that, okay, if I fully working in a corporate and I get 50% of my salary from my hustle, what it is possible if I will work fully on my coaching business?
Mm.
So I think it's 2 criteria. One criteria is to allocate finance deposit. Another criteria, I think, is about when you reach about regularly 50% of your salary.
Mm. That would be the safe way, yes.
For me, it's
Mhm.
safe. For everyone else, maybe that those persons percentage is different. It depends on your situation, on your family situation. Are you on your own, or you have to care? I don't know, 2 kids. How your another side is working.
Yeah.
It depends a lot, but for me, if it's 2 criteria, as I said, financial deposit and 50% of your monthly income. If you reach it and you reach it consistently, minimum 3 months in a row, so you understand and know what you have to do that you get that amount of money consistently.
Indeed.
Yeah, and if you know how to get that amount of money, you also know that if you do more actions on that, you get more money from your coaching business.
That's Gediminas very important point, because it's not only about the sum of money in your bank as a reserve and your income right now from the hustle, but to get that income, to get that 5 clients, first 5 clients, you have to figure out stuff. You have to figure out the correct, activities, actions, path, what leads to those 5 clients and that income. So you don't figure out this after you leave your job. And then the panic hits, I don't know what to do. So 5 clients, it's subjective number, of course, but 5 clients to know what you will do after you leave the job, to figure out the stuff still in the safe place.
Yes, I think it's maybe it's a magic number, 3 in a row.
Yeah.
If you know how to attract 5 clients in a month in a row, and we will generate 50% of your monthly income, I will think that maybe it's time.
Yeah.
But especially when you know a system. If you know a system, if you have a confidence on that your system is working, so the percent could be, I don't know, maybe even lower. 40%, but it's, as I mentioned, it's important that to know the system, what to do.
Yeah.
If you, I don't know, the first month and you succeed, I get 5 new clients, but I don't know how to I get it, and I now leave a job.
Danger.
Could be tricky, because next month you couldn't be very successful on that.
Indeed. But us being coaches, and we're nearing to our time here, so it will be a next to last question for you. One is how to do it safely, to prepare, to have the reserve, to have the understanding of the processes and such. But when it is too safe, when the decision has to be made, so you don't try, I have to learn another course, I have to learn another book, I have to get another 5 clients, only then I will be ready to leave. No? What's this another angle here? When to leave?
Maybe I tell from my story. From my story, I understand when I get first recommendation from a client. When I realize that I'm doing something good. And in that level that I was at that moment. In that moment, I didn't have ACC or didn't have Marshall Goldsmith certification, or even I didn't have finished mentorship or coaching school, but I'll get recommendation. And Gediminas, you are doing something great. And it's, I don't know, some spark inside that, okay, maybe it's enough at the moment to help people in what you could do best. And sky's the limit. After one course, you see another course. After that course, you see another course. And I'm going at the moment, with Rimvidas to PCC level. But also I know that next step will be team coaching. Next step will be 360-degree surveys. I know the path, what I will do and what I have to learn in the future. But it doesn't stop me to do some things at the moment. I think it's a little bit differently. I know that when I get those certification, my price will be doubled. I am using this kind of mindset. At the moment, I can get some earnings, what I doing, but in the future I will get more because I will gather more experience. I will get more certification. Let's say it helps to bring my to take my coaching level to higher level. So I think about it.
Okay, thanks, Gediminas. And before the last question, we are now in English-speaking environment. You for now working in Lithuanian market, yes? But it's opportunity to connect with people in another region. So are you okay if we share your contact information, LinkedIn, on our description of this video? Do you want to be contacted?
Yes, it's okay, because expanding network is always good. And one of my future learning is to improve my English. And this my goal to the second half of this year. And I have plans to go abroad with my coaching because I want to gather big groups of managers from the whole world, not just from Lithuania. So if you would like to connect, and maybe we will get some projects in the future, let's do it. Let's make it.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so we will be sharing your LinkedIn account on the description of the video, but also Gediminas is a member of Hub for Coaches. He's already in the community. So welcome to join, who is not yet there. Not only Gediminas, almost all of our events participants are also community members. So we can communicate, talk, share insights there. The joining is easy, it's free. We have a premium tier, but you don't in any way must to purchase it unless you feel the value. So please join. It's free community, but a lot of happens there already. We are rushing to 700 members, already past 600 members. So welcome to join. And those watching YouTube video, please check the description. All the information is there. All the links are there. Gediminas, last question for you. Those considering leaving corporate work, leaving their salaried position, their safety, perceived safety, what 3 things they should be doing right now, starting to do right now, if they want to go to coaching full-time?
Start coaching.
Sure.
I think that first of all, find your ideal client. For what you want to help most. When you get it, you know how to communicate. So first thing, find your ideal client. One thing. Second thing, communicate that you are helping people through all your channels. If you have some beliefs or fears, go to your coaching specialist and work on it. And third thing, maybe it's not in a row. It's just third thing. Find a community or mentorship program where you could learn how to do correct coaching business. If you don't, it will be very stressful beginning, and I don't know, maybe you know counts, but about 90% of coaching specialists who finishes school didn't live in a coaching business. Let's say that.
Coaches, didn't live long as coaches.
Yeah. But also there's another numbers which I like more. It is that about 20% of the coaches gets about 80% of all coaching market. So imagine if you're doing correct things, right things in the right way, you could share those numbers. But not 80%, not 20%, but those 80%. And it is huge difference.
Yeah, indeed. Thank you, Gediminas, for sharing. A little bit reacting to Korn's question. We are currently not doing live meetings at Hub for Coaches because they're internationally. So if we start in Lithuania, we have to do everywhere. I'm not ready yet for that, but it's in the plans. It will be done. Which doesn't, preclude us from meeting. I'm from Vilnius, Vaida from Vilnius, Gediminas is from Kaunas, so it's anything can be arranged, and let's chat, let's talk, and physical meetings are also very fun and very informative. So, Corin, looking forward to it. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, Corin, if you need to meet up, just write on LinkedIn or.
I just sent you an invite. I'm in Vilnius, so I sent you on LinkedIn and over Facebook.
Okay.
Very nice. Okay, thank you everyone for joining. I see we passed our hour and people are leaving. It's cool, and let's meet again in our next I Love Being a Coach, So What meeting next month, and look forward also to our ACC or PCC exams experience sharing. Those are open events. We welcome everyone to participate and learn more about the coaching and processes in the coaching. For now, thank you, Gediminas. It was very informative. Thank you for your gift of your time and insights. And let's meet in the community. Yeah.
Thank you for your possibility. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.